Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Indodil Stadium in Alloa once again for today's Lowland League match between Broomhill FC, I'm not saying BSC yet, don't worry, and our visitors today, Vale of Leithen. And I am delighted to be back on commentary with the old partner in crime who's decided to turn up to a game finally. Right. Martin, how are you, my man?
I'm very good, mate. I'm very glad to be back. Very glad to be back. Feels weird being back since we've rebranded. Feels like a new team, but I'm very excited.
Bear with us, because given this is Martin's first game of the season, we aren't going to know what the boys' names yet. It is literally a new team. Talking of which, should probably show you the lineup, should I? So, let's get rid of that intro and let's get the lineups up. So, Broomhill, few changes. We've still got one starting goals, who had a cracking game, apart from the goal he let in that you missed because the stream didn't go live on time. Other than that, guys to watch out: Sean Slavin up front, who came on off the bench, did really well. Cinnamon retains the captaincy, retains his spot. Mikey Dunlop, a lot of you don't know, is now, I did him a disservice the other night, he's actually 38, no 37, and he's still bossing it. Our average age is still under 21 with a 38-year-old at centre back, so it's pretty good going. Out of the players that are there though, Martin, which of them are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing Gabe again, because him scoring the penalty the other night, especially being a trialist the other night, I think, now the fact that he's on the team sheet, I think it'll be really good to see him in action.
So, score prediction for you, Martin, before we get into things?
You know, it's a lot more difficult trying to do a score prediction when we've just got all these new boys in. It's hard, you know, like, as much as you would like to sit and say, you know, we could win easily, but, you know, you've seen the past week, obviously, yourself, that it's not as easy as you think. Realistically, I would love to say 2-0.
I'll go for 2-0. I'm seeing a 2-0 in the chat for Owen as well. Any win is what we're looking for here, because if you've missed any of the chat so far, any of the streams, we've started with 2 draws against the 2 uni sides. We probably should have won away at Edinburgh Uni. They scored the last minute equaliser. We got lucky in midweek to get a draw with Stirling, all things considered, in fairness. So Vale are coming off a loss, narrow loss away to Stirlingshire, who are the early pace setters. They're a different side to what they were last year, but this is where my neck in the line. On the catch-up podcast, I said that they were dead set for relegation, so I might have already put a foot in mouth here. We'll see what happens.
Yep, well, exactly like what the catch-up said on Twitter there. The fact that Vale were able to go to Falkirk Stadium and only come away with a 1-0 loss is a big deal for them. So we can only wait and see.
And they played well. I watched the game back as well. They acquitted themselves well. I expect them to do the same thing here, that they'll just try and get in faces, they'll try and press hard, they'll try and just play honest and play hard. Simple. They're not the most talented, say, technically, but they're an honest, really hard working bunch, and expect them to give us a good game. Yep. On the Broomhill side, keep an eye on Owen Stott again in goals. I think Finlay Gray's the one that needs to step up a wee bit. He was a wee bit tired midweek, you can tell, but away at Edinburgh Uni had a belter of a game, and I expect him to step up again. Kind of tough tackling wee ginger guy centre mid. You'll see a flash of ginger hair going across your screen every so often, and that'll be fun. Otherwise, Sean Slavin has looked really good up front for us. I know I said at the very start, but we'll see how it goes. Some vintage Scottish names in there, absolutely. That is one thing. It is a very easy squad for us to pronounce, thankfully, on the home side. And to be fair to Vale, they have got 3 or 4 new signings in this team. I think they played as trialists midweek, but they only got announced this morning, I noticed on their Twitter, so I keep an eye on seeing if they play well together. Who's the most exciting new signing, Owen? Well, Martin's laughing because he doesn't have a clue.
You need to pick out 15 players? So
we do have a brand new squad all the way around apart from Bar Zone. I suppose Andy Monk, who's not in the team today. I actually would say Andy Monk's the most exciting of them all, coming back to us after his time in America, but he's not in the team today. So who I've got starting, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Gabe Skier, who had a crank game midweek. He scored the goal between the keeper's legs. He's just a really committed attacking mid. Doesn't do anything too spectacular, but he's just a cracking possession midfielder that makes things happen. Similar in a way to Jamie Hamilton that we had the pleasure of watching last season.
Yeah, that's some very high praise.
So we'll see if Gabe can live up to it. No pressure.
I'm looking forward to it.
And Mick Dunlop is just a colossus. Those of you who watched the midweek game will know the old man the rock at centre defence.
Rock. Yeah.
He's going to have to take Cusick through this, so because sorry, not Cusick, Cassidy. Cassidy signed on loan for Clyde midweek and get thrown straight into the team. Mick took him through. We'll see if he can basically find a wee bit more of a comfort level, given that he found out that day that he was joining us and then played straight off. So it's no easy jumping into a brand new team, as a lot of these boys have done last
I like
week.
how you immediately went to a compliment after calling him the old man. That's good. That was good.
38 years old, isn't it? I'm not there yet. It's more like an excuse. Expecting a good game. I reckon it'll be pretty open, couple of goals. Like the one question mark I would say with us just now is midfield after midweek. So we'll see if we can get more of a stranglehold there. But look for chances. I think there will be chances, and obviously I just hope we take more of them. What's your thoughts?
Like, even coming to this game today, I was getting flashbacks to the last year when we played Vale of Leithen. So, and that was an entirely different squad. So, obviously, just now we might not have came into this season thinking we were going to just start off with 2 draws. So, anything can happen at this stage.
If anyone missed the game last season, it was the first ever game we brought to you on Twitch. It was at 5-3. I don't even know. 6-4. Sorry, I've even forgotten some of the goals. It was 5-3 when the stream died. I think it was 5-3 when the stream died because the batteries ran out, but it finished 6-4 to BSC as it was at the time, and it was just a ridiculous game, wasn't it? Vale didn't actually pick up a single point last season, bear in mind, so they're obviously looking to get off the mark here and hopefully, from their point of view, try and avoid relegation. Ultimately, that's their aim for this season. Whereas for ourselves, you're probably like mid-table for the gaffer's been saying.
Obviously we've been here in the glory years, recently, and we've been finishing quite high. But obviously, with the rebranding, with all these new batch of players, you are expecting, hopefully, that we can. As it stands, we've got 2 draws, but you need to remember that we are undefeated for the first 2 games.
Ando is on the bench, their manager, as is our manager, David Gormley, is on the bench. So a few boys rolling back the years. Put it this way, if we want to do anything in the league this year, this is the kind of home game we need to win.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the easiest way to sum it up. No disrespect to Vale in any way, but they are a side that will be battling at the bottom, and they know that. They're quite honest about that. If we want to avoid that side of the table, which obviously we do, this is the kind of game we need 3 points. Right, the referee has decided to put his watch on, realised he's late. The boys are out in the centre circle, and we are just about ready to get things underway, folks. Just waiting for the referee's signal, and we will be off and away. Oh, last minute change. Finn's decided to kick us off instead. Oh no, he hasn't. Right, so it's actually Gabe that gets us started, and we're off and away. Straight on the attack, down the right wing, and Vale clear out for a throw-in. Yeah, I think a quick start's really important here for us, Martin, I'd say. We've not had the best of starts the last couple of games.
Right.
There's a few boys slipping already, I've noticed, as that ball goes forward. Broomhill win it on the second ball. Sean Slavin should get on that, and he does. He's got Evans inside him, but he's going to go himself down to the byline. Ball across, good take for the keeper. Positive signs early doors though for Broom. All clears it. Evans has shown interest, doesn't judge it though. Lewis Crawford heads it on, and Cusick, Scott Cusick's done it. His man, he's come inside.
Still got it.
A full meted challenge. Finlay with a full meted challenge here as well. I'm not convinced it's a booking as the Vale fans are shouting for, but it just shows you we're not going to be a soft touch this season.
Yeah.
Here at the talk. Physios can come on and have a look at the Vale defender just to make sure he's alright. And I suspect Finn's just going to get a word telling him, oh no, he's going to get a booking. I think that's a harsh booking for a first offence. That's going to limit what he can do the rest of the game. He's a boy that kind of thrives on his, let's just say, heavy tackling in midfield. Another long throw, catapulted in. A shout for would have been a very, very, very soft penalty. Ball still there, and it's going to be a foul to Broomhill Here's a counter-attack now. Stotts trying to release.
Nice quick kick, go on.
Break. Oh, and the goalkeeper stops Cusick with his back leg. Great chance there for Broomhill on the counter. And it will be a throw-in for Vale after the break of the ball, but huge chance there.
Massive chance.
A defensive mistake on Vale's side. Scott's probably been our brightest player so far on that right wing, getting forward, bit of pace. Just needed the luck to get it by the keeper, and then it's a open goal and it's 1-0. Well, hopefully not our end, certainly.
Neither team seems to really be getting into this in an attacking sense.
Another long throw, this time it's easy enough for Sean Slavin. Peppered back in, Finlay Gray gets rid. And Finlay Gray's got this now.
Good interception, come
Chance on the counter. Evans is offside. Gray's going to have to go himself. He's waiting for Slavin. There's Slavin on the overlap. Oh, it's a good save, but that's a big chance that we've been waiting for Broomhill. Having said that, Louis Crawford driving forward for right back. He's got Cusick on his left. Back it comes for Cinnamon. And Cinnamon does well, actually finds the ball out to Cusick again.
I actually thought he was going to go for the shot there.
Good ball from Cusick. And it was begging for somebody to just gamble at the back post.
Definitely the biggest chance for either side.
Finlay Gray did brilliantly there to hold off in the pass. He knew Evans was going offside. Waited for Slavin in the overlap. Released him well. And Sean just couldn't find the ball. Couldn't find the shot to get the ball past the keeper.
That was a massive opportunity there for us, but just could not capitalise right.
And he's looking for Slavin. He's found him. Well held up by Sean. Somehow Scotty Cusick's managed to find a bit of space. Cinnamon finds Adam Moss. Adam Moss now drives in, encouraged by the manager. That's a penalty! Such a silly foul for the Vale defender.
Really unnecessary.
There's absolutely no need to do that, but he's body checked Moss. And out of nothing, Broomhill have a chance to take the lead just before half time.
That's exactly what we need just before half time, you know, like you said. Hasn't been that many chances for either side. Us getting into this at half time, hopefully 1-0 up.
Well, it's going to be the captain stepping up, Ryan Cinnamon. We missed a penalty midweek. Can Ryan put this one away? He can indeed. A brilliant penalty from Ryan Cinnamon. And that makes it Broomhill 1, Vale of Leithen 0 as we approach half time. Is it going to be a long throw? No, they're going to go quickly. And Sean Slavin again running all the way back, wins the ball back for Broomhill. And it is cleared away. Liam Evans trying to win it back, but it doesn't matter because that is a half-time whistle. Scores on the doors. Broomhill 1, Vale of Leithen 0. And another scorcher at the end of the drill.
Yes.
But aye, thoughts in that first half, man?
You know, it was, like you said yourself, the first wee bit it was kind of slow, but both sides had their chances. None of them really done much of it, apart from our one chance, but we had the penalty really, but we're definitely deservedly up at half time.
I just felt like we were kind of waiting for something. There's a lot of moves that started well enough, but the kind of last couple of passes just haven't been there for us.
Yeah.
Having said that, there's a bit of joy for those diagonals that Scotty Cusick, Adam Mosselight's been playing into the big men, so see more of that coming second half.
Definitely, you said yourself, even in the first 10-20 minutes, we had a lot of long balls that we could have done stuff with, but we just could not capitalise on it. And I do see a very similar set play coming in the second half that could hopefully lead to goals for us. Hopefully, we aren't just going to win on a penalty. Hopefully there is more goals in this for either side, but definitely.
I love that. Hopefully we're not just going to win on a penalty. Is the call there. I think generally in the balance of play it's a deserved lead, but I think there's more to come for us as well.
Oh, without a doubt. Definitely. This kind of game's not over. You said it yourself. Neither side could capitalise at first. So the fact that we've only got a penalty, Vale will be looking to come right back into this immediately. Welcome
back, folks. Hope you didn't miss us too much. Just getting ready to start the second half, which means I obviously need to change the wee graphic to say second half as well. That should be in it. But half time, 1-0. Pretty positive on the whole. Don't expect to hear too much from Martin in the next 2 minutes as he scoffs Andy's pie.
No, we're good.
I'm still having a munch on mine myself, so.
Hopefully, we continue the way we were in the first half.
Is Vale making a half time sub actually? Mist came off. But it looks like they might be making an attacking switch here. Certainly the way they're lining up is if they're going 2 up front with 2 wingers. They need to push for the game, to be fair, so should make things a wee bit more open this second half, man.
No, you think so, like you said, it wasn't exactly one-sided in the first half, so...
As we're off and away here.
With another slip there for Mike Dunlop.
And Gabe Skier straight into the attack. Here we go, Adam Moss now down the left. He's got a bit of space. He's going to take his man on, go to the byline, whip it across, and Sean just couldn't quite get there. Keeper covered it well, but good start to the second half for us. That's going to be a throw for Vale, yeah. Came off in last. Not that he knew anything about it. And here come Vale on the attack now. Decent ball across, but no pressure on Owen. Takes it comfortably. And it's Owen's turn to slip this time, but he's got it to Gabe Skier. Great touch for Gabe.
I think by the end of the game, every player will have slipped.
Can Evans get that?
Nah.
Not quite, just too much on it for Gabe, but you can already see spaces beginning to open up there, Martin.
Yeah, definitely. There isn't much difference, I think, between this and the first half. We've got a lot of long balls going forward, and I think eventually we'll end up breaking through Vale's defence, especially from the long ball.
That's a foul on Owen, yeah. Owen made the shout, said it was keepers, fouled in there. It looks like he might have landed awkwardly, so hopefully he's alright, but he's holding his shoulder. The referee said he's okay, so I think he's just winded himself. Here's hoping anyway. Because again, he's been good when he's been called upon today.
Just Vale trying desperately to get forward again, but go on.
It's a chance already. That's Hodge straight into the action. Back post. Scotty Cusick takes a touch. Needs a bit of support, and he's going to get it. Moss driving for the byline. Wins the corner.
Oh, good.
I think Scotty would normally have taken that first time, but it was a good challenge for the Vale defender that stopped him doing so because it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, well, he done really well to control that there at the box. I actually thought he was going to end up getting caught amongst the 3 defenders and at his post, but no. Done really well there to win the corner.
Cinnamon on the corner. Back post. Mick Dunn was actually cast. It wasn't Mick who got it, but it's gone over the top of his head and out for a throw-in. Broomhill come forward. Here goes Scotty Cusick. He's got licence to run at the defence. He's fed it out to Jack Hodge on the left. Almost broke Scotty's way, but not quite. It's still there though. Hodge goes back to Cinnamon. Louis Crawford. I thought he'd have a pop, but it's going to Gabe Skier now. Ball across. Evans brings it down. And Jack Hodge puts it over, but brilliant football there for Broomhill. And it looks like Scotty Cusick going into that number 10 role is really causing problems for Vale.
Definitely, just as that ball has probably hit a card in Allo.
Quick pass from Cassidy, no one to hang about. Mike Dunlop, there's Jack Hodges dropping in deep. Looks for the ball across, great
Good
pass.
Ball, come on.
Gabe Skier, one touch off the head, and he can't get the right ball across. Not the greatest control with his head, and that's what influenced it, but much, much better for the home point of view.
Well, it's just good for us to finally have a wee bit of possession there in the attacking front after that very good spell by Vale of Leithen.
Good corner. Really good corner, and that's a massive miss.
All that needed was just a little bit of control there, but you can see he went right down.
I can't believe he's gone down to his knees.
I know.
He obviously didn't think it was going to come through him, because all you need to do is put a side foot in that.
Yep, he would have been fine.
Come through to Skier, who keeps it in. Here's a chance for Scotty Cusick now. Fighting away, and he's still got a chance. Oh, he's fed it through for Finn Gray. And there's the second goal!
Lovely finish there.
We said we needed it, and there it is. Finlay Gray getting his account opened for Broomhill. And it is 2-0 to the home side. Here comes a corner now. Lone whipped in again. They're appealing for a penalty, but I didn't see much.
Goal, yeah.
And that is offside. That's a silly one. Gabe Skier done brilliantly there. Now, Evans trying to hold it. He's lost it this time, though. Cassidy getting more and more involved in this. Does well to win it back. And now, Cusick's trying to release Jack Hodge, and that's a cracking ball if it comes for him. Hodge cuts inside. Looking for an angle. Oh! I thought that was in. Fantastic attempt for Hodge. Just the wrong side of the post, fair point of view.
Had a good run there, good wee spell, just cutting it just outside the box. Done well, but unlucky.
So that's Scotty Cusick lining one up for long range. Jack Hodge feeds it through.
Go on.
Oh, and Cammy McNair just couldn't get his feet right. He's fallen over as he tried to hit it. And is it any surprise that Scotty Cusick's gone down with potential about a cramp with the amount of running he's done today?
He's covered every blade of grass.
Cassidy. And there's Lavelle. Lavelle exchanging passes with Gabe Skier. And there's a goal! Vale of Leithen clearly thought it was offside against Gabe. But Broomhill played to the whistle, as all teams should do. And Dom Lavelle, with a classy finish, makes it 3-0 to the home side.
It's a good quality finish there. You could tell that the Vale players were really surprised when the flag didn't go up. They were done well there to play on and, get a third goal.
Good touch for Jack. Inside. Tries to play on Evans. Good touch for Evans. Have a pop. That's more like it for Evans. It's breaking. And the keeper just stops Cammy McNair making it 4. That's more like it for Liam Evans.
Yep.
Cassidy going in strong on Anderson, the gaffer for Vale there. Ball to the far side. Moss isn't able to get there, but slack touch. It turned into a cuddle more than a tackle. And that is the final act. So in our first season as Broomhill FC and our new guys, that is our first victory on the books. 3-0. All round a pretty good performance. Obviously still some things to work on. It is early in the season, but I think we'll be pretty happy with that.
Definitely, like we keep saying, there's a lot of the players still need to gel together. Look, the squad is still trying their best to, come together as a squad itself. But, it's an absolutely deserved one.
Give us your thoughts anyway. Quality performance, Kate. I agree with you. Unbeaten as well. 2 draws and a win to start the season. Given the chaos that we had over the summer with the gaffers and the squad coming together at the last minute.
No, exactly. A lot of clubs when they rebrand, they don't rebrand like this. You don't lose, pretty much your entire squad for the previous season. So this does feel like a new club, and we are just starting to find our feet, get together. And as much as you might be disappointed for the first 2 games because we didn't win, but as we're undefeated, we've got a first win, and it's a strong performance by the boys there.
Keo, I'm glad you think my voice is soft. I hope you're not coming on to me though. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Dunlop's giving a wee shout for Ken as man of the match. Anyone else fancy shouting it out? Just double check. Dom Lavelle didn't put a foot on, but I don't think you can give man of the match to a guy in a 10-minute run out, to be fair. No, he did look good actually, Lavelle, when he came on.
Yeah. No, definitely. There's a lot of quality in that squad. He was definitely one of the standouts when he came on. Who's like, where has he been the entire game? But yeah.
It's similar to midweek. We're seeing that the subs are coming in and making a difference in these games, which is great to see for the squad's point of view. We've made a few changes here and there in starting lineups, but they're all getting it done when they're getting a chance.
No, exactly. It's exactly like what Davies said. The squad is finding their feet. So there is going to be a few games more where you need to establish that strong starting 11, and Dom Lavelle is probably going to be a part of that eventually.
I'd imagine so. He impressed there in his short time in the pitch. Man in the match for Squared was Cinnamon. Oh God, I've just read why he said it. Spiced up the tempo, sticks in the penalty and squared a good pass. That's horrendous chat and I love it. And Michael's giving his approval as well, so there you go. The social media tick of approval. Arbroath did beat Kelty 3-2. Dundee 5-4 for 2. If anyone knows the Lowland scores, give us a shout. Last we heard, I think Bonnyrigg were still drawing with civil service. Bo'ness were still losing to Dalbeattie Stars. So there's a couple of big potential score lines there. I think Michael might be a way to go and find them for us as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I know that's your first game that you've seen this season, so...
Alright, don't rub it in. I know.
I just put salt in that wound there.
Yes.
Star did beat Bo'ness 2-1. There you go, folks. Great start of the season for Dalbeattie.
They've done fantastic so far. 3
games in, they've already got more points than they did last season,
Exactly.
which tells you a lot. Given we played half a season before it got cancelled. But aye, getting back to that, because this is the first time you've seen us live this season, is there anyone else that really jumped out at you?
I'm going to be honest. I did like Sean Slavin. I thought he was very good at certain points especially when he went upfield and there was long balls in that I thought that he was able to connect with and could have done a lot more with. But other than that, I don't know if it's just because you kept saying it, but probably Scott Hughes it. But it's like as soon as he gets the ball, I don't think there's a blade of grass that he didn't touch. And I thought he was superb, absolutely superb. Like you come in and you don't know how these new boys are going to do. But I thought that squad today was absolutely superb.
Yep, the gaffer's currently giving the team talk on the side of the pitch because it is roasting still, so I can understand why. We might, just think time-wise, we could stay on to have a chat with the gaffer. We could let you go on to your rest of your days. So I think what we'll do, we'll end it here. So thank you very much, folks, for jumping in and watching with us today. Really appreciate all the support again.
Yep.
There's a lot of donations made to the club. If you do want to donate to the club, the link flashes up in the chat every so often. Some of the money goes to us, some of the money goes to Beatson's Cancer Charity as well, just so you're aware. But otherwise, all that remains for me to say is thanks very much for joining us again, and we will be back. I'm not actually sure when the next game is. We'll be back. When's the next home game? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, I think so.
I think it's in 2 weeks' time.
Midweek, week and a half.
Might be. We're not getting any games next week. The week after, I think might have another double bubble for you.
Yeah,
so, until then, thank you very much for watching, Ollies, and we'll catch you when we catch you. Adios.
Cheers, folks. Bye bye.